Sometimes the drinks we make on this channel have a lot of historical context or some interesting glassware or need some fancy juices or syrups or liqueurs, and other times what the body wants is just a zippy little twist on a margarita. Today we're going to make a pomegranate margarita, and this drink could easily fit the bill as a holiday drink. I know that pomegranates are in season in winter, and also it's a bright red color as opposed to the classic kind of dull green of a margarita. And as a quick note, the spec that I'm going to build today is a fairly sharp tasting margarita. The acidity of the drink between the lime juice and the pomegranate kind of really punch through. Feel free to add some simple syrup or some agave syrup. The recipe I'm going to post will be just as I build it here, but I'll also kind of put a little asterisk and a quantity suggestion if you wanted to add some simple or some agave. So let's start building this margarita. We'll build it in the larger tin, and then I'll get ice in the smaller tin in a little bit. I like to do that just because I feel like I can gauge how much ice is in a drink better in the smaller tin. Not super important, but kind of a creature of habit. This is a really high quality, no additive tequila. Tasty one. Smells great. 2 ounces of tequila. I'm gonna do 1 ounce of this pomegranate juice. If you were really feeling fancy, you could fresh squeeze pomegranate juice. I didn't. Pom works great. Beautiful color. We'll do 3/4 of an ounce of this lime juice, freshly squeezed this morning. And I've mentioned this before, but 3/4 of an ounce is a really nice amount for lime juice because that's often how much is in one lime. And then we'll finish with a 1/2 ounce of triple sec. This one is called Cointreau, but there's lots of different triple secs out there. If you try this one and it's a bit dry for you, a little bit too sharp or acid forward, feel free to add some agave syrup or some simple syrup. I would maybe start with a Barspoon or up to a 1/4 ounce. You probably won't need much more than that. But one of the things that also helps to balance this cocktail is a sugar rim. And with such a sharp margarita, I think the sugar really helps. If you want to, you can actually, after you sugar the rim, you can pop it in the freezer for a little while. And that will help to really like crust the sugar onto the rim, like a brandy crusta. It's common to do that there. There you go. Nice little sugar rim. As you might notice, I didn't put sugar on the whole rim. The idea there is that whoever you're serving it to at a get-together can drink from this side and not get any of the sugar, or they can work their way around the glass and eat all the sugar if that's what balances the drink best for them. Let's get some ice and we'll shake. I also grabbed a nice big king cube. I think that kind of elevates the experience a little bit. If you don't have king cubes, don't worry about it. You can strain it over fresh ice, or you can just do the dump directly from the cocktail shaker, however you're feeling. You don't need a crazy long shake with this because we are pouring it over ice, but if you wanted to, you could also make this a drink that was served up, in which case you'd really want to make sure your dilution was right before you served it in a coupe glass or a Nick and Nora or something like that. I like it over ice. It kind of dilutes it a little more and stretches out the drink a little bit. We're gonna double strain today and get all those little ice chippies out of there. And I like a little lime wheel on the edge. And just like that, pomegranate margarita. I'm going to start with not the sugar rim side just to get kind of the intensity of the cocktail. I think the pomegranate quality works really great with a bright and grassy tequila. While this is a pink drink, it doesn't come across like a Pink Lady or a Cosmo or something like that because all of the ingredients that are in there are fairly sharp and fairly bright. I'll try one with the sugar. Certainly less punchy with a little bit of sugar in the sip. I don't know that I like it more. It's just different. I think this one I would probably treat as a sipper, even though it's a margarita, just because it is so bright. But with the big, nice ice cube in there, it'll dilute slowly and it makes the drink last longer and be enjoyable for a long period of time. Yep, I think this takes the cake for my favorite pink drink I've ever made. That's all for the pomegranate margarita today. Thanks so much for watching. I hope that you can make this drink for your friends and family and that it fits your next festive occasion. At the end of the day, cocktails are for fun, and my goal with this channel is to teach people enough so they can share that fun with the people they love. Come and be amazed at what you can do. Cheers.